Greetings and welcome to Money Trip JA, where we use cents to make dollars. Thanks for joining us. On this channel, we'll be speaking about all things concerning money, finances, economy, business, online development, and also real-world application. Today, we'll be discussing the top 5 money mistakes. And in order to understand the top 5 money mistakes, we have to position ourselves in a state in which we can comprehend what money is and what it is all about. If that is something you're interested in, stick around and don't forget to press the subscribe button. If value will be added or value was added at the end of this video or during the course of the video, or you were given a new perspective, please turn that like button blue. And feel free to share this information with your friends and family alike. Now, for the moment that you have been waiting for, number 1. The first money mistake is to believe that this concept is actually real, when actually it is by design and illusion created to keep one in a cycle of movement. What is it that we're saying? What we actually use in different regions, different countries, is not actually money, it is a currency. We'll go into more details about the whole nature of what it is that we're using. So money has not been used for a very long time as a means of exchange. So fiat currency is by decree. That is, the government prints some paper and says you have to use this, and if you don't use it, then sanctions can be taken against you. So that is what the money is all about. It is by decree. So if tomorrow there is a war, the money can collapse, and that is something we need to understand. So the money, or the alleged money that we're using, is actually currency. And how do we know this? Because in order for something to be considered to be money, it first has to be a medium of exchange. Number 1, it has to be a unit of account. Number 2, it's supposed to be fungible, all right? And that means that it's interchangeable. It's supposed to be portable. It can move from one location to another. It is supposed to be durable. It can last an extended period. It's supposed to be divisible. And most of all, it should store value. And the fiat currency does not store value because it's not edged to anything that is actually substantial. Now, moving to item number 2, chasing money. Money is so elusive that many people fall in the trap of chasing after it. And this is a big no-no, because if you chase money, money is going to run away from you. So don't chase money. When you have the principles down, the money will follow you. The money will actually find you. And when we're speaking of money, we're still speaking of currency, because that is what is applicable in today's dispensation. It is like a relationship. If you keep having to chase your partner, it means that that partner is not for you. So don't chase money, because money should actually come to you. And if it's you have to be chasing it, it means that probably you are doing something wrong. And we will correct that here on Money Trip JA. Number 3, money gives happiness and power. The truth be told, that money opens door, currency opens door likewise. You can still be destroyed even if you have currency. And the truth be told, some places depend on where the money is coming from or who the money is coming from, will not accept money from certain people. And you have to understand the discriminatory nature of the world. So not everybody's money has equal value. It all depends on the norms and customs in a particular geography. But money opens doors, but your character is what is of greater value. You may have the will to buy things, but the power that exists in having a flawless character is greater than any monetary value that you could ever have. Number 4. The fourth thing is believing that money is clean. The truth be told, all money is dirty money. Yes, you heard that right. Even the money that goes to the church, that there also is dirty money. The whole concept of money and the institution of a monetary system was done in order in the initial stages to exchange goods and services. And if we can remember clearly, those goods and services were human. Those were slaves before this dispensation. So the history of money comes with its blood all fixed upon it. So there is no money that is clean money. There is no currency that is clean currency, especially when it is rooted in a history of slavery. Number 5, the final thing that we'll discuss is the concept of you being worthless because you do not have the capital to start that which you need to start. I want you to understand that money does not exist in reality. It is created by the leading party, and that party has instituted rules and regulation to govern that which they have created. But it is only a fragment of our imagination and the belief that we have to consider it being applicable in our dispensation. But the actuality is, you are more than the money, because you cannot eat the money, you cannot bathe with the money, you can bathe in money, but you cannot bathe with the money. So you need the capital to get the resources. So the resources are more important than the capital, but the capital is needed for mediums of exchange unless we go back to the original barter system. Outside of that, you still as an individual have worth with or without currency, with or without money. Remember, naked you came into this world, naked you leave out of this world. So the time that you spend in this world should be more valuable than the amount of capital that you hoard onto yourself. You have to remember that you are real. The money isn't. It was created. So who has more or what has more importance, you or the money? You have more importance because you are a one of a kind. Even the banks realize this. And when you go to get a loan, what they do is assess your future value and give you benefits based on that future projection. So if today you're making $10,000 per year, the bank would be willing to give you in excess of maybe $50,000, even though you're only making $10,000, because they see the future potential that you possess. So that there is a concept of money, and it's just zeros and ones on a screen, as we'll begin to realize. And the final thing, we couldn't leave without giving you a bonus. You need a degree to make money, and this is very important. You do not need a degree, you do not need qualifications in order to make money. What I would say based on my experience is that the degrees and the qualifications that you have actually puts you in a box. You need to remember that the A students work at the big companies serving the B students, and the C students are the ones who actually own the buildings in which the B students work, and the D students are the ones who actually own the building and other infrastructure surrounding its maintenance, and they are the ones who make the most money. So having a degree is not a qualifier as to how much income you'll make. If we do the statistics, we'll realize that most of the highest set of earners are persons actually without degrees. And let us look at it. Before now, majority of the businesses we started, no one even had a degree. This qualifier should not be a deterrent for us making money together. In fact, it is easier to teach and help individuals who have no qualification how to make money because they are more willing to step out of their comfort zone. But when people are shrouded with the degrees and the accolade, they are boxed in and believe that only what their degree is about is the job or is the requirement that they can fulfill to uplift and enable the society. But I want to tell you that there is far from the truth. Thanks for stopping by, but this is where we're going to have to end this session in the top 5 money mistakes. Don't make these money mistakes. In order for us to move forward, your mindset has to be changed. Now, let us get into the fun as we use our senses to make dollars. This is Dr. A. Thanks.